What is up, everybody? Now, I've been kind of out of the loop because I'm working up here at the warehouse. You guys know the day one orders, almost 7,000, are almost completely sent out, shipped. That is, we will be finishing those by the end of the day, or those will be shipped by the end of the day. I appreciate y'all. It's smooth sailing from here. And a shout out to everybody that got those orders in very early. But I know there was a big little meeting going through the numbers, let's say, of Disney. And I want to talk about some of that here in a bit. If we go here, Disney bleeds $512 million on streaming services such as Hulu, Disney Plus, as well as they're saying that prices soar. Excuse me. Walt Disney Company continues to hemorrhage money on its streaming services, losing hundreds of millions of dollars in the most recent quarter as it plans to pass some of that pain to consumers by once again jacking up prices on Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. Now, they've been losing money on streaming. This isn't a secret. This has been happening every quarter on an upward of billions of dollars. It's not panned out. It has not made them as much money as they would have liked. And look, the whole streaming bit was new as far as people investing what they did in it. And it's just not seeming to get a return for most of these companies. Netflix seems to be getting a little something, but even they had a little rocky out not too long ago. Disney reported its streaming services lost $512 million for the fiscal third quarter, making an improvement from the same period last year when it lost more than $1 billion. So I guess that's halfway. I guess you could say that. For the past 3 fiscal quarters, this is the important part. Disney streaming services lost $2.2 billion. Not million, guys. Not million. $1 billion. Price of a monthly Disney Plus subscription is rising, so those are going to be about $14.99. Hulu's going up as well. They're trying to make this money back, and this is going to take effect in a couple of months in October. It looks to be the case. Now, look, this is the reality. It's not making a lot of money for them and these companies. Now, what I will say is this, and I'll do another video maybe later talking about this writer strike thing, but this is why I'm saying that this is such a bad time for both writers and actors to be striking, because what you're seeing is companies losing money, such as the big hires like the Disneys of the world are losing so much damn money. The reception critically, not critically, more so with the audience for a lot of different material. Yes, there's going to be your outliers, of course, that will see success. But by and large, not so much. People aren't seeing it like the theaters. People aren't seeing streaming and movies and a lot of this entertainment that's mainstream, not seeing it through the light that they were before. And that's where they're going to struggle. And that's where they are struggling, because when you're trying to bargain and you're trying to negotiate here, what chip do you have when the argument could be made that you're making too much money? And considering all the overhead and everybody that's involved, it's a bad time. It's just a bad time to strike. Whether it's their fault or not is not necessarily true. I do think they're a part of it. I mean, you combine that, let's say, with the feelings of the individuals and how they feel about the writing material, as well as the actors and actresses, definitely post 2015, 2016. Folks have made it abundantly clear they hate half the voting population. It's just a bad time to get sympathy. And I saw somebody bringing this up, which is such an excellent point. These same cats were all in on what happened in 2020 and had no problems with you guys losing your jobs. Losing your jobs, your absolute jobs. They were all in on parroting that narrative that it's destructive, and it's going to be a thing for, you're going to feel it for the better part, probably the next decade. And these guys that were in Hollywood were the same guys pushing this stuff. The companies and their actors and actresses. So it's not going to be sympathy from either side. This is why I said y'all a match made in hell. We ain't got no dog in this fight. Match made in hell. But this is not a sustainable thing, and we know what Bob Iger is attempting to do, selling off some of these assets, as well as trying to find a partner for things like ESPN. And they just keep catching L after L after L in the box offices, and their parks, which used to be reliable, isn't so much anymore. So where do you make the money back? That's the question that they have to answer. If you like this video and want to get into a new comic book universe, visit Rippaverse.com. Our first campaign for ISOM 1 hit $3.7 million, and the pre-order campaign for ISOM 2 is currently live. So go check it out and watch the official launch trailer, which is the first animation of Rippaverse Studios.